Hi, this is Caleb with Practical Daz Advice. Here to save you money. That's what I'm here to do. You know, we're hobbyists, let's face it. If you're on Daz Studio, you're a hobbyist probably. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a hobbyist. I enjoy this stuff so much it's crazy. I'm not a very good modeler, but I do like to do this. It's enjoyable. But if you go to Daz Studio and you go to their website and you look at their shop, you have so much stuff here. It's unbelievable how much stuff they have. And my point is what you don't see is reviews or ratings. And they do have quality control to their credit, but there are a lot of different variations of quality. It's definitely a relative word. And if you're going to be spending, $20 for a dress basically right there, I want to know if this is going to be a good dress or not. I want to know if it's going to have the morphs that I want. I want to know if it's going to have the textures are going to be quality. I want to know before I pump out that money. So what my intention is to talk about some of these items that you might be a little iffy about and give you some perspective as having used them myself. And to begin with, we're going to start with one of my favorite purchases of all time, just to skip right to the end and ruin the suspense, and that's advanced lights. They increase the quality while maintaining the same render time or only adding to it a very little. And it's incredible to me the quality that you can get with advanced lights. I love them. They've been one of my favorite things that I've gotten, especially if you're using just Daz Studio for your rendering. You're not using Octane or anything else like that. It's just a really good. So I have here Victoria 6, and I just threw the beach backdrop on her, and I threw her in a bikini because she's on the beach, and it shows the skin texture, and that's the real reason, not because you perverts want it. Too late. Look at her hair. It's the charmed hair, copper texture, I believe. Nothing terribly special really about this scene. I have an advanced ambient light that is turned off, a spotlight, and a distant light that are normal turned on. And when I render out my normal lights, just the generic default lights, what I get is this. And truth be told, it's not the worst. It's not horrible. It's not terrible. Especially if you look at what CGI was 5-10 years ago, even more so if you look at what hobbyist CGI were doing 5-10 years ago, this is pretty acceptable. But it's not 5-10 years ago, it's 2014, darn it. And we've gotten a lot better, and you can do better than this now, amazingly simply, quickly. If you look at, there's a lot of problems here. You don't have much in the way of shadows. The highlights are way too harsh. The skin is plasticky. The hair looks fabricated. It doesn't look natural at all. You have the strains kind of blending together to make this kind of rubbery, plasticky look. And you're probably thinking, oh, well, you need to change the settings on the lights. Yeah, I know. I clicked and dropped the lights, but the point that I'm going to make here is that with all of the lights, with the normal lights and the advanced lights, all I did was click and drop. And to see the difference of just that click and drop. So if I turn off my normal lights and I turn on the advanced light and then render it out, what I get from that to that, just by changing the lights, just by using advanced lights. That's a single advanced ambient light. And to me, this speaks for itself. I mean, you look here, you have a lot of soft shadows. but yet you still have a consistency of darkness. You have these soft, nice shadows here. The flesh has the texture to it. The hair actually has some strain to it, some texture and details and displacement. The skin and the flesh is very lifelike. The lips have much softer highlights. The entire scene feels better, looks better, is better. So, yeah, you know, it's a worthwhile purchase. It really is. Is it expensive? Yeah, it seems like a lot to spend. 25, and if you want to get all three of them, you'll end up looking at about 40 bucks for all three of the different lights. And you have spotlight, distant, and ambient. And that seems like a lot, but it's not. It really isn't a lot when you think of the next thing that you can do to significantly increase the quality of your render is buy a different render engine. And Octane was $400 with the plugin. So when you look at it from that perspective, 45 bucks doesn't seem so bad. I have the links to the items that I used in the description. This is Caleb from Practical Daz Advice. I'll see you next time. Thank you.